Hello, we are going to record a review of my 4Runner, or maybe more just a walkthrough, because I'm not going to review it, because I'll tell you right now I love it. It is set up for SAR K9 search and rescue. We do have that eventual goal of becoming a mountain search and rescue K9 team once we move back north. So let's kind of go through and I'll tell you some of the things I love about it. If you have any comments on things I can do, because I'm always changing and trying to make it better, let me know. So we'll start with the front of the 4Runner. This is the TRD Pro. It's a 2025. Yes, it needs washed. I'm aware that it needs washed. Please pardon the wind in the background. So first of all, it does have that camera very, very conspicuously placed, but hey, I'm okay with it. It works wonderfully. I absolutely love having that front-facing camera. It has a nice aggressive stance. We have that skid plate under it that gives me a little bit of peace of mind for when we do anything that's off-road. And the hood scoop looks cool. It is actually a true little scoop that does actually let more air in. First I thought it was just for show. No, it is actually functional. Have the wheels. Look at my little grenades. My husband thinks they look silly. I like my grenades. Continuing to just review the outside. So the front windows are factory tint. I did get the back windows tinted as dark as legal in Florida. I added these so that I can crack the windows, those little rain guards. In Florida, I feel like they're less for rain, more for just letting some air in, but we have them. My little decals, my K9 on board, temperature controlled and monitored. So part of my leading reason for actually putting this on the 4Runner was that I've started going a lot more places with Bacardi. We go to seminars, we spend long hours on the road sometimes, and if I ever was in a crash, I would want the first responders to know that he is in there. I wouldn't want them to just get me out and think everything's fine, because my worst nightmare would be something happening to him. Up on to the roof rack. It is functional. We did end up using it when we went to Texas. Found out that you can put some lumber and some other cool stuff up there. Onto the back. Added the K9 on board as well. This did have the temperature controlled and monitored, but it didn't turn out right, so we deleted it. The window goes up and down, which is wonderful, especially for Bacardi. I can just roll the window down and he can still see what's going on and just that airflow. I found that poop bags can be used to cover up a license plate. So any of my dog friends, if you ever need to cover up your license plate for a video, poop bag. My little hitch and hitch cover. The ladder is aftermarket. It's Gobi. It got installed very, very easily, very quickly. We didn't have any trouble with it. I think it took us like 45 minutes to get that on there. And if any of you know me in real life, I am very short. So that is literally the only way I can access my roof, because I am vertically challenged, if you will. Coming around the other side, fuel door. Have it on both sides. I did go with black just because I didn't want it to be super like glaringly obvious when I'm out doing non-K9 related things. A little TRD Pro. Toyota Racing Department, even though my husband likes to call it a turd. Then we have our front. So next we'll start the portion of the inside review / setup, which realistically is probably more interesting. So we'll start with the driver's side. I have my lovely little fox wood carving that my father-in-law made me. I absolutely adore it. And then my little emblem protection medallion that I got in Virginia. We were at the Old Dominion K9 search and rescue seminar, and they gave each dog and each handler a protection medal, which I thought was really cool. I'm not Catholic, but I still put it in here because it was still just very touching to me that they even offered us something like that. Gear shift, keys. It's the interior. I always have a set of gloves ready to go. This is just a reflective cover for the window for when it is parked. Yeah, that's that side. And then the back, my seats are pretty much always in the down position because I get Bacardi in and out of it constantly. This pretty much lives here because I use it every single day. And then we have his crate. It is a Gunner So part of why we got the Gunner is I originally had a soft top 2-door Jeep. So I realized he's basically riding around in a truck bed uncovered. So I wanted something that was very safe, very sturdy for him. Because yeah, I'm the one who had a soft top, love the soft top, still miss my Jeep, but I wanted to make sure he was safe in that vehicle. So that's part of why we went with the Gunner. It is an intermediate, which is a little big for him, but I also will take it out and use it as his regular kennel when we are at seminars. So I wanted something a little bit bigger so that he could rest a little more comfortably when we were at those things in his off time. So I did make that little bit of a trade-off. It is technically a little bit less safe for him in the vehicle because he can move more in the event of a crash, but I had to make a trade-off somewhere, and that's what I chose to do. We have our little Arctic cooler that just lives in here. It always has water and typically body armor in it. Our empty side tray there. My seat pack, these have various things in them. Let me know if you'd want to know what all is in those. And then we'll come around back view. So some of my tools, the shovel gets used the most, usually for burying HR source for other handlers. This rack is Rago, don't know which way it's pronounced, I say Rago. And we have it up the side, up the top, and down the other side. I absolutely adore it. It helps get stuff up and out of the way so that it's not just bouncing around in the front there. This is my K9 med kit. I do have a human one up under the front seat, but this one stays with us at all times in the 4Runner. And then I do have a little one that lives in my K9 pack, back of the Gunner. So I have my reflective cover that I can put up over the back hatch and kind of close into the rear doors. That can just really help keep it a lot cooler if we are needing to be out for extended periods of time. The Gunner does have a fan on it, and it does actually plug into the 4Runner down there where you can't see. So it runs off of either battery, or I can have it running off of the 4Runner directly, just depending, or charging while I'm back and forth. Bacardi's religious medal that they gave us at Virginia. A little net that gets odds and ends. And then this is the side Bacardi loads in, as you can see from the claw marks on my canvas back. So I am very glad this was one of the first purchases I actually made for the 4Runner, because it has probably saved my seats from a lot of destruction. This is actually a cooling mat. If I need to, I can put water on it, and it does stay a little bit cooler than just the surroundings. This is the gallon of water that always travels with us. I do change it every time we go out and do things, just so I know there's always a gallon of water specifically for Bacardi, just to stay safe. Some extra leashes, extra gear. It's the inside of the Gunner. Yes, it needs cleaned. Everything needs cleaned. And his water/food bowl for while he's in there. I did have the spout at one point, and it would come down from here to here. I found that I wasn't really using it that much. I would typically still just open it and dump the water in. But the spout was cool while I had it, but I took it off because that little bit of protrusion made it harder to put these seats up. And then our passenger side. Dust from Texas. I have been to Texas and seen the red dirt. And our center console here. And then we do have our moonroof. Bacardi really likes when I open that for whatever reason. We'll be going down the road and he's just like, oh my goodness, all of the sniffs coming in at a wonderful angle. So we find that I use that a lot whenever he's in the vehicle with me. So yeah, this is just a brief, I guess, walkthrough of the 4Runner. I'm sure changes will be made to it in the future. Alright, so that was my walkthrough of the 2025 Toyota TRD Pro, the 4Runner Pro, that I have set up to function as a SAR/K9 vehicle. Let me know what you thought. Let me know if there are any changes you want me to make. I do want to get a little shelf to go under the cooler here so that I can have a drawer and a shelf that extends out. Although that looks like it's like $500. So if you know of a cheaper one, please let me know. But yeah, hope you liked it. Any car people out there who want to tell me things I said wrong, also do that. And yeah, see ya.